The curse of the abandoned cabin. In a remote village, there was a dense forest that the locals feared to enter. Deep within it stood an abandoned cabin, rumored to be haunted by the spirit of a woman who had been brutally murdered decades ago. No one dared to step inside, but curiosity often overpowers fear. On a cold night, 4 friends, Khaled, Mahmoud, Rana, and Laila, gathered and decided to test their courage by entering the cabin. Not everyone was thrilled about the idea, but peer pressure and the thrill of adventure convinced them to proceed. As they approached the eerie wooden structure, the wind howled through the trees, making the cabin's broken windows rattle. Mahmoud, the bravest of the group, pushed the creaky door open, revealing a dark and dust-filled interior. The air was heavy with the scent of decay. They stepped inside cautiously, their flashlight beams cutting through the darkness. The furniture was old and covered in cobwebs, and the walls bore deep scratch marks. "Maybe an animal lived here," Rana whispered, but her voice wavered with doubt. As they moved further inside, a sudden thud echoed through the cabin. Laila let out a small scream. "It's probably just the wind," Khaled said, though he too was uneasy. Then the old grandfather clock in the corner, long broken and covered in dust, suddenly ticked. 1 chime, then 2, then 3. The friends froze. "The clock, it's working," Mahmoud whispered. Before anyone could respond, a chilling laughter filled the room. It was a woman's voice, soft but filled with malice. The door they had left slightly open slammed shut on its own. The flashlight beams flickered, and in the dim light, they saw her. A figure standing at the end of the hallway, a woman with hollow eyes and a twisted grin, her hands dripping with something dark. She moved. Screams filled the cabin as the friends scrambled to escape, but the door wouldn't budge. The laughter grew louder, echoing in their ears. And then, the lights went out. The next morning, the villagers found the cabin as it always was, silent and abandoned. But the 4 friends were never seen again. Only the old grandfather clock remained, ticking.